There was a negative stigma about beer in
Really?
Israel. Beer was considered the drink you drink to get drunk. It was considered the non-culinary drink. There was actual stigma. Like you wouldn't, it was a
Really?
low thing to have a beer. That was low. I think it's changing, and I think it's changing rapidly. I think one good bellwether of that is watching the emergence of a number of Facebook groups dedicated to just Israelis talking about beer, craft beer. There's a phrase called birat mizvada. That's your suitcase beers. Those are the beers that you bring a suitcase full of beers back from
From
Budapest
Europe or America.
Yes, you bring a suitcase full of beers. That's your birat mizvada, and you invite your friends to drink a birat mizvada with you. So it is growing. Like there's a Facebook group that has 16,000 members, something like that. Of people just posting and posting and posting about craft beer. So the awareness is certainly changing. We're watching it happen in front of our eyes. This is a subtle point, but I think it's important. There was a few generations of craft beer in Israel, but the more recent generation of it is closer to the magic of what I've seen in the American brew scene of craftsmen that care about their craft, that are humble to their craft, that are looking to share information and help each other. Like that wasn't necessarily. Some of the earlier guys were a little bit more like, this is my secret recipe, and kind of that situation. When someone tells me they have a secret ingredient, I just laugh in their faces. On our website, we have this website where we sell our beers from, and we have each beer, and then we have the ingredients of the beer, but with the actual recipe, not just the percentage of the ingredients, but exactly how we treat the water, so you can create the right water profile for the way we make the beer. And then we write a note on the bottom. This is how we make it. If you make it better, send us a bottle. But to me, that's so important. I don't think that people are making it, but that's so important for like the culture of craft that's really been magical in America. And I think it's carried to areas outside of beer. I think you're seeing it in craft distilling in America today. I think you're seeing it in craft malting in America today. Like a lot of things adjacent to craft beer, but I think there was such a heart and a soul to that scene that you are now seeing today.
Maybe 18, 16 years ago, there was something magical about Israel being such a small place that was behind in every way, behind the US, behind the world, in the craft beer making scene. And the scene was actually like 10 to 15 homebrewers that out of like 20 in all the country.
Wow.
That just opened official or semi-official breweries. It was like a gray area back then. They were treated kind of like small wineries. I think it was magical, and it also on a problematic side, it helped give Israeli craft beer a really bad name. So a lot of people who were
because
drinking,
the quality was all over the place.
And pricing was also a major issue because nobody knew how to figure out what's craft beer, as Ephraim said. You had your Heineken and Gold Star, which is the local major brewery, a major brand for massive produced lagers. They wanted to explore new beers, but they were going to festivals and to these places that would host you, and they would pay like 15, 20, 25, 30 shekels for a beer that would explode in their face or be unintentionally sour. And there was...
As you said that, I was opening a beer hoping, I hope this one doesn't explode in my face. The timing of that
would have been great.
So bad. We do our best here for that not to happen. But it was like the brewing scene was like was actually walking into somebody's home brewery and taking a part of that world, and it just opened up with more and more brewers exploring possibilities, and some of them just kept on brewing better beer, and some of them just coming from better financial backgrounds that could upgrade their equipment or just try more. And I think we're in a really good place now.